Hey, what's happening? Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I'm going to fly by the seat of my pants on this video. It's just going to come from my heart. You know what? The main part of this video, I'm going to define my definition of man and woman. There's been a lot of hubbub about that. Ketanji, the Supreme Court nominee, Ketanji Brown Jackson, was asked this. And then just last night, Donald Trump in Georgia, another rally, he made a big issue of this. Well, if this woman couldn't even define, if this Supreme Court nominee couldn't even define what a woman is, how is she going to define the Constitution? That's what Trump said. Amongst I've done reviews before I get to the main part of this video. I've done, about 5 or 6 reviews of Trump rallies over the last couple months. And I was thinking about doing one for this video. And now, you know what? I'll do it really quick. Trump said a lot of stupid, everything he said was stupid. And mostly, almost all false. I think I can make it a nice quick summary right there. One thing I want to point out before I get to the main part of this video, the man-woman definition. The Trump rally last night, there was a part of it where it depresses me. It makes me sad. It almost makes me happy that I only have 20 or 30 more years on this earth, in America, sharing this country with Trump supporters. And that's a terrible thing to say. Okay, what made me feel like this? Donald Trump said, this was pretty much what he said. He said, the levels of the ocean are going to rise a fraction of 1/100th of an inch over the next effing 300 years. He dropped the F-bomb. Not a big surprise. Guy has no class. But what really just made me lose hope, maybe just I'm tired. I'm tired of idiots. I'm tired of lies. A woman in the background, the camera pans to the background behind Trump. I'll put the link to this down below. And this woman, when he drops the F-bomb, is almost orgasmic. I'm not exaggerating here. She's ecstatic, orgasmic, just in the throes of ecstasy. Because Donald Trump dropped the F-bomb. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating here. She was like, seriously. I know it looks stupid, but when I saw that right there, for the last couple of rallies, it was these blacks for Trump, placed perfectly, squared perfectly. The same guy, same t-shirt, always behind Donald Trump. This time it was this orgasmic woman just getting off on Trump saying the F-bomb. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of these people. All right, let's move on. Before I get to the definition of man and woman, I want to share something interesting with you guys to make my point. Look, I consider myself progressive, a Democrat. Very liberal, downright tree hugger. There's one of my comments, a couple of times people have called me, hey lib, like that's an insult. No, man, Yankee, lib, those are compliments to me. Just like if I was from the South, rebel would be a compliment. Anyway, let me share this with you. This was probably back in my 20s. This girl I was going with back at the time, I was still using then. I was probably in Manhattan, Times Square, not in Times Square particularly. I was Yankee Stadium for business, but we traveled to the Times Square area, New York City. If you've ever been there back before they cleaned it up, it was quite a place. The first time I went there was back in 79 or 80. I took a bus, freshman year of high school. I didn't even drive. Me and my friend took a bus down to skip school and went to Times Square. And let me tell you, that was a whole different animal than what you see Times Square now. So anyway, I went there with this girl that I was dating at the time. And we went to adult shop, okay? And she was looking around downstairs, and I wandered upstairs where they have arcades, performers that are behind. They all stand out in front of these booths and try to get you to go in and drop dollars. The screen goes up. They entice you with whatever they have, and the screen goes back down. You put another dollar in, and there's live women up there. But they weren't women. So while I was up there walking around, remember, I was using back then, so it was a very open lifestyle I was living with this girl. So I was up there checking out these performers, and I discovered something, and I went back down, got my girlfriend, and I was like, you gotta see this. Come upstairs with me. So I brought her upstairs, and there's all the performers, the women, all dressed up, beautiful women, beautiful clothes, high heels, and my girlfriend whispers to me, they're all, why they look like they hate me. They're all giving me dirty looks. And I said, they're not women, they're men. And no, they were, they had 40 double D, they had beautiful bodies. And she's like, no way. And I was like, yeah, come on. I was like, come on. So we went in the booth. I put the dollar in. Now, like I said, I had been up there previously, and the men had taken a liking to me. So they weren't happy to see me with a girl. And so I took her into the booth and put the window up. And yeah. Okay, so let's get to the definition now. Look, guys, bringing up that story. Now, if I dated one of those performers in that area, if I had sexual relations with one of those people I saw in these booths I just told you about, I'd be having sex with a man. I'm going to be really simple about this. A biological man has a penis. A biological woman has a vagina. That's it. It's that simple. And I believe that. I'm taking a little flack for the Leah Thomas video. I gotta speak from my heart. I've never lied to you guys. I tell you guys, it's like, look at yesterday's video. That bothered me for a long time. That was one of the videos that I considered just erasing, because I spilled my guts about one of the biggest, worst traumas of my entire life, being abused, groomed. I shared that in yesterday's video. I tell you guys what I think, come hell or high water. That's what I think. Now, I thought about this too, the internal organs, like uterus, fallopian tubes. And a lot of women have uteruses removed due to cancer. I believe. I'm not a doctor or anything, but honestly, or if people go to prison, I knock on wood, I've never been to prison. I'm pretty sure that's how they segregate people. I don't know. You guys can let me know about that. But if you have a penis, you're a biological man. That's what biological means physiologically, right? Now let's go back to Leah Thomas. If she had a sex change, and it's not a real vagina, but or a God-given vagina, let's say, then I would consider her. I mean, I'm not gonna split hairs right now the way she's swimming, but there's like I brought up in the other video I did about Leah Thomas. There's something that just doesn't look right to me. How she went from 460th as a man swimmer to breaking records first as a female swimmer. Was it due to her practice, to hard work, to diet change? No, it was due to her taking drugs and becoming a woman. Now, what about hormone growth, the drugs that are illegal in the Olympics, like human growth hormone? Those are illegal. If you take them, they enhance your performance. Now, Leah Thomas took these drugs for a sex change, but ultimately they enhanced her performance as a woman. you know, I got issues with this. I don't have a problem with trans people at all. I don't have a problem with lesbian, you know, I support the LGBTQ community without a doubt. But if I'm going to be honest with you guys, a man has a penis, a woman has a vagina. It's that simple. If, like Leah Thomas, you know, for her consideration and for the respect of the LGBTQ community, I address her as a woman because that's what she wants to be addressed as. And I don't have a problem doing that. You know, if she wants to swim, if the NCAA is happy, is okay with her swimming, then, you know, who am I to say she can't? You know, so I'm okay with that. But if you're going to ask me as a, you know, personal question, that's how I define it. All right, let me know what you think. It's probably going to be a hot topic. You guys have a great Sunday.